Hey viewers, welcome back to your channel. Today we are going to discuss about technical levels of Nasdaq 100, Dow Jones, S&P 500, precious commodity, gold and silver. I'm expecting a 5% up move in the market, but based on a specific important levels. So make sure you watch this video till the end to get the exact details. Friends, before we go ahead and start our analysis, this is a gentle reminder. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead, search for the Stock Dr. RR, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon. You will get the notification of all future videos on this channel. So without wasting your time, let's go ahead and see the economic calendar. We have important data coming on Wednesday, that is GDP growth rate, personal income, personal spending, and the most important data is coming on Friday, that is non-farm payroll and unemployment rate. And then next week we have Fed interest rate decision on May 7th. So let's go ahead and see the charts now, what the charts are saying. As I mentioned in the beginning, I'm seeing 5 to 6% upside, which is pending, but that will come after breaking through a very important resistance level in all Nasdaq 100, S&P 500, and Dow Jones index. So today we are going to talk about this index first. So this is the chart of Nasdaq 100, which you are seeing here right now. Let me convert it into 4 hourly chart, 4 hourly time frame. And here you can see this is a important resistance area for the Nasdaq 100. And that important resistance area is between 19,600 to 19,400. 19,600 to 19,400. This is the important resistance area. You can see this is in the rectangle. This is the 19,600 and this is 19,400. This is the important resistance. I'm saying once Nasdaq 100 comfortably break 19,600, then there is a fast up move of 400 points. That is 20,000, then 20,200 and 20,500. But only the caveat is 19,600. Right now we are trading in the futures 19,450. 19,600 should be break. Once it breaks successfully, then these are the targets I'm looking for. On the contrary, if we do not go above 19,600, right, then there is a high probability that we have the support around 19,000. And if we break 19,000, then 18,700, 18,500, and 18,250 are the three downside levels for this index. So now the important point to understand is 19,600. If it breaks, then only there is a probability to trade for the upside. Otherwise, need to wait. So let's go ahead and see the next index, that is Dow Jones. So let's clear the chart. For the Dow Jones, same kind of scenario, but I want to show one important point in Dow Jones is you can see here, this is again a 4 hourly time frame in the Dow Jones. And you can see here, Dow Jones is trying to make inverted head and shoulder pattern, right? This is the head and these are the shoulders, the shoulder one and shoulder two. This is the inverted head and shoulder pattern, which think, and if that head and shoulder patterns breaks, right? So this is the line I have created, which is at 40,500. 40,500. Right now it is trading at 40,100. If we break 40,500 on the upside, then there is a 6.5% move is pending. And that is till you can see here 42,800. But it will not come as fast as we are thinking. It will come by crossing these levels. So the first target is 41,000, second is 41,550, and third is 42,250. These are the three levels I'm thinking of. So that is when we cross above 40,500, right? If we don't cross 40,500, then the support is near 40,000 and 39,500. So this is the support area. The support area lies between 40,000 to 39,500. And if it breaks below 39,500, then we can talk about the downside level. And those are 38,800, 38,400, and 38,000. These are the three downside levels for Dow Jones. Let's go ahead and move for the next index, that is S&P 500. For S&P 500, let's clear the chart first. Oh, sorry, I cleared the drawing. Let's clear the chart here. For S&P 500, these are my levels. I have converted this into 4 hourly chart. You can see here, S&P 500 is standing at very important uh, resistance. So now you are understanding, right? We market is expecting for a up move, but resistance should be crossed for all these indexes. So for this index, the resistance is around 5585, right? Right now, futures we are trading at 5525. 5585 should get breaked. Once we break 5585, then the first is 5700, 5835, 5930. If you see, for this index also, we have resistance, we have up move of almost 6% pending, right? Now, if 5585 doesn't break and it starts to go down, then the first downside level is at 5435, second is 5375, third is 5300. These are the three downside level. So this is about all these three indices. Again, remember the earnings season is on. Individual stock will give their performance, and based on that, the index will also give its movement. So let's move on for the next two things. These are commodities, gold and silver. If you like this video till this point, don't forget to hit the like button. So this is the chart of the gold. This is very interesting chart. I want to cover weekly chart first, and I need to hide the drawing so you guys can understand. This is the weekly chart, right? This is the week where Trump announced that about the tariff starting from 2nd April, right? This is that week. And then the next week, and then you can see the consecutive third week. So because of tariff tension, gold considered as a safe haven, and gold gave a very big up move. Now, after giving this big up move, but you can see on the last week, it created a shooting star pattern. This is a shooting star pattern on a weekly chart. Shooting star is when a particular stock or particular index or particular commodity is in uptrend, right? Consecutive. And then on the top, it creates a kind of hammer, inverted hammer, which is called as a shooting star. And in the most of the cases, whenever there is a shooting star on the uptrend, that says a reversal. So in this case, we will consider as 3500 is a 3500 for the gold is a resistance or a stop loss. You can see on the day chart 3500. This is the big resistance. Unless gold doesn't cross above 3,500, I will not advise any buying on this. There should not be any buying unless it cross 3,500, right? So now let's talk about the levels for the downside. So I will show you hourly chart here. Okay. In the hourly chart, you can see here gold had a head and shoulder pattern. Okay. Now we are talking about head and shoulder pattern, kind of head and shoulder pattern. This is the first shoulder, this is the second shoulder, and this is the head. Okay. Now, if gold consistently stays below 3,300, okay. If gold consistently stay below 3,300, the first target coming as 3,250, second is 3,210, third is 3,170. These are the three past targets I am seeing on the chart. And finally, it should come and settle down somewhere near 3,100. Okay. So these are the targets for the gold. Now we are moving for the last commodity, that is silver. Now, there is one interesting point I'm seeing. I'm seeing that silver will show the up move, gold will show the down move or a profit booking. So this is the contrary, right? Gold will be going down and silver might go up. So let me show you the chart of 4 hourly time frame. Okay. So this is the 4 hourly time frame here. Silver did give one breakout actually. Okay. Silver gave one breakout. Yeah. If you see here, it gave a breakout at this point. It gave a breakout, and after breakout, it retested, went up, but again, this breakout got nullified here. And that's why we need to wait for silver to cross between 33 to 33.20. Once it successfully stay above 33.20, then I can see the gold has up move. First target for 34.20, second is 35, and ultimately it needs a $4 up move from 33 means 37 is a fast target which I'm looking in the silver, and which is nothing but 12% upside. So silver is a commodity who is going to give a nice return in a short term. Only condition is that it needs to stay and sustain above 33.20. So friends, this is all about today's video. I hope you learned something out of today's video, and you will apply your due diligence and take your investment decisions nicely. Thanks all. We'll meet in the next video. Till that, keep learning, keep earning. Bye bye.